will flood your heart someday. Keep holding, boys. Keep holding hope. Rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep holding, boys. When you're guiding stars in a cloudy sky, keep holding, keep holding. You'll find your way to that bright sunrise. Keep holding, boys. When you gave your best and your heart's still true, holding. There's only one thing left to do. Keep holding, boys. Keep holding hope. Rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep on, you've lost your hold. Keep holding, keep holding. Remember fate rewards the bold. Keep holding, boys. Whatever your ship and wherever your sea, keep holding, keep holding. Oh, rouse and raise your voice. Hold your course and don't let go. Keep holding, boys.
Sailing homewards to Mingalay.
Hear your ho, boys, let her go, boys. Break her head round into the weather. Hear your ho, boys, let her go, boys. Sailing homewards to Mingalay.
Ahead, gazing seaward from the heather. All ahead round and we'll anchor ere the sun sets on Mingalay.
Oh, boys, bring her head round into the weather. Hear your ho, boys, let her go, boys. Sailing homewards to Mingalay.
Sun comes low now by the yard, boys. Bright the clouds are to the westward. Songs from home fly on the wind, boys. Flying homewards to calling, bends a crying. We'll return, boys, before the sun sets. We'll return, boys, to Mingalay.
Hear your ho, boys, let her go, boys. Bring her head round into the weather. Hear your ho, boys, let her go, boys. Sailing homewards to Mingalay.
Thank you very much. I can't match Louise in knowing Pauline for as long as she has, but I think I've probably known Pauline for about 30 years, it would be, from when she joined Hampshire Trading Standards. We didn't work in the same office when Pauline first joined the service, but I knew of Pauline, and as the years went by, we did work more closely together, particularly in the years before I retired. Sorry, it's a bit low, wasn't it? I feel like I've... Thank you. I thought I was having to go down on my knees. So we worked at separate offices to start off with, but over the years we worked more closely together, and in our final years working for Trading Standards. We worked very, very closely together, and I got to know Pauline very well. And it was through Pauline that I joined a particular choir, Blue Sky, Natural Voice Choir. And that was the result of Pauline starting a workplace choir at Trading Standards, which I joined. I have to tell you a story a bit about that, actually, if I've got time. But Pauline was always keen on starting things off, and she said she was going to start this workplace choir. She was inspired by Gareth Malone, because there were lots of workplace choirs cropping up at the time. And Pauline said to me, "Oh, you will come along to it, won't you?" And I said, "Oh yes, of course I will." On the evening that she was doing it, I was still there working on the computer, and Pauline said, "Oh, you are coming, aren't you?" And I, "What?" Yeah. "Oh yes, of course I am," I said. And that's how I got into singing at this time. We did that, and then I went on to go on to Blue Sky. And the Southampton Salty Sea Dogs was born out of the Blue Sky choir. It was the men that were singing with the choir, and there were probably, I don't know, there might have been 6, 7, 8 of us at the time. That was on a good day. Pauline, when Blue Sky used to do concerts, we used to have some songs where the women would sing some songs, the men would sing some songs. And Pauline found that actually doing the sea shanties was something which actually the men really enjoyed doing at that time. So that's how it started, that's how it was born. And we were talking earlier, we can't actually remember where the names Salty Sea Dogs came from as the name. Oh, go on then.
It's from Blackadder.
Okay, there we go. Right, thank you.
30 years ago, they took Blackadder with like your name on people, etc. It was horrible. It was like a nasty thing, but
Well, like us.
I got the name.
Yeah.
If we get the sea shanty choir in, 12 this time, I want to call it the Salty Sea Dog, and I did.
Well done. That's how the Salties were born. We started off in that small group. We gradually, we used to rehearse before the Blue Sky, etc. But eventually we expanded so much that we needed to break away and rehearse separately. And now we've got over 30 members of the Southampton Salty Sea Dogs, which is a testament to Pauline and the way that she has developed. And I'm sure everybody who's members of a choir will know that actually everybody feels part of that choir. Everybody is really supportive of each other, and that is fantastic. And that is the trademark of Pauline's choirs. Salty Sea Dogs, Southampton Salty Sea Dogs, we were devastated by the news that Pauline was not going to be able to continue running the Salty Sea Dogs. We've been going for about 8 years now, and that was really a hard one to take. However, Pauline had a plan. She had ideas about some members who were like founding members that have been in from the beginning, like me, and she got us together and said, "We need to keep this going. Can you do something to make it work?" And 9 of us got together to do the work of one woman. I mean, I don't know what that's done. We've done it though, we managed it. It's worked out all right. I think it's worked out all right. Those 9 members, we formed the very first committee and kicked it off, and we did that in about 5 weeks. Wrote a constitution, put everything together, had a constitution, sorry. We've got it all together, created the new Salties, and we properly kicked off as that last couple of weeks ago under the new regime, and that's fantastic. And we've got Pauline to thank for that, because of the way she has got us all together. It meant that everybody, not just the committee, but everybody else that's involved with the choir has been so eager to do things to help and make it work and make it continue. And that's testament to Pauline. And we say thank you for that. And we're going to do you proud. we had a committee meeting last week, and we talked about that Constitution doesn't have a president, a role of a president, but we felt that it was appropriate to ask Pauline to be our honorary president of the Southampton Salty Seagulls, to represent us, give us guidance, help when we need it, to act as an ambassador, and to help us continue with the way that she has formed us and created us and made us successful. I mean, just about the success that we've had, we've been really lucky. Last year we did between 40 and 50 gigs. This year, I think we must be about 30, something like that, is it? We're around that figure. Last weekend we performed on the SS Shield Hall. I don't know if anybody knows Shield Hall, steamship, Annalise will know it well. And we were the entertainment on the cruise around the summer, and we did 3 sets. And it went down really well. Everybody seemed to appreciate it. The weather was fantastic for it. And to sum it all up, at the end, after we'd finished, all the PA taken down, we actually then started singing amongst ourselves. We'd done, I don't know, 30 odds, 20, how many songs have we done? 24, 25, something like that song. And then we just continued singing after we'd finished, just amongst ourselves. But everybody that was there was encouraging us to keep going because they were enjoying it. And we repeated one song. That was all out of the whole session that we did. Fantastic. So, I've said enough. We want to do our last number, if that's all right with you. Yeah? Okay, good. What are we doing? Okay, you'll recognise this song. You'll recognise it. Join in, please. Drunken Sailor. Ooh. What shall we do?
What shall we do? What shall we do? Early in the morning.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor?
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning.
Put him in bed with the captain's daughter.
Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in bed with the captain's daughter. Early in the morning. Hooray! Hooray! Early in the morning.
Have you seen the captain's daughter?
Have you seen the captain's daughter? Have you seen the captain's daughter? Early in the morning. Hooray!
Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him.
Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Put him in the scuppers with a hose pipe on him. Early in the morning. Hooray! 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 Early in the morning.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor.
Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Shave his belly with a rusty razor. Early in the morning. Hooray!
That's what we do with a drunken sailor.
That's what we do with a drunken sailor. That's what we do with a drunken sailor.